Hey guys, it's Lisa here from Stuff and Such by Lisa. I'm using some new software to stream, and so this is new to me. So if I mess up and this doesn't turn out right, um, forgive me. I'm trying to learn how to do the live streaming on YouTube because I'm used to doing Facebook. So, and I did a few TikToks live streaming, and I'm still learning that too. So please be patient with me. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Anyway, I was going to make a card today using this cap and gown stamp set from Stampin' Up. And but I just realized that my stamps haven't even been put together yet. So I was going to show you guys a little tip that I found out from someone else, and I would give the person credit, but I can't remember where I saw this. But it's an easy way on how to get your stamps, get the stickers on your stamps. You know, the stickers that come with them. So let's see if I can remember how it goes. I believe I remember how the lady said to do it. First of all, you're going to take these are so confusing. You're going to take the top part, or is it on this side? Oh, I'm sorry, it's on this side. See the little split? I don't know if you can see that little split there. But you want to take off the top layer, not the whole sticker. Be careful or you'll bring up the whole sticker. You just want to take up this top layer like this. And this is an easy way to get them lined up because sometimes it's hard to get these things lined up. Okay, so then you lay that down there and then you take the actual stamp and let's see, wait a minute. Am I doing this right? Hang on a minute. Something tells me now I don't know if I'm doing this right because that's got to go on there. Oh, I did it wrong. Yeah, I knew I was going to do it wrong. Okay, hang on a second. I realize what I did wrong now. Okay, so let's try this other one. Let me get. I always forget how to do this. I mean, you can do it that way, but it's a little trickier that way. Let's try this one. Okay, so you take the whole stamp off. Okay, so you just take the stamp off like this. Okay, there you go. And then you put it on the block that you're going to use. And so we're going to put it here and actually lay it on the block like that. And then you're going to pull up this part, the white part here, like where I was talking about where the split is at. You're going to bring this up here. Okay, and peel that off. Peel off the other side. Okay. And then you're going to take the actual stamp. So in this case, it's going to be this one right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, okay. You're going to take the stamp. And then you're going to pull off the piece right here, this white piece here. Peel it off. Okay, and then you're going to lay this down here. Is that right? Yeah, lay it down like that. Well, don't tell me I did that wrong. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. Like this. Okay, come on now. I know I'm not. Don't tell me I'm doing this wrong. Oh, there we go. Okay, so then you line this up with this. So you lay it down with the rubber side down, and then you're going to line this up with this part. And that's how you can get it really, really aligned well. Sorry guys, I didn't prepare for this very well because I didn't know I was going to be doing this part. Anyway, so you're going to line it up here. I really like this because it gets them closer so you don't have that plastic hanging, or you know, that those little plastic pieces hanging over. So just like that. And then you press down. And then you pull this off. And you got to be careful when you pull this off because sometimes it's super sticky. So if it starts to come off, you know, or doesn't want to come off on one side, try the other side like this. And then peel it off slowly. And then you got your image on there almost perfectly, see? So I learned that trick from someone else. I'm sorry, I would give credit to the person that I learned that from, but I can't remember. And hopefully my volume is okay, guys. I don't know because, like I said, I'm new to this and I was trying to get the volume set up on this to come off of my Sony camera instead of my laptop, but I couldn't figure out how to do it, or I couldn't get it to do it. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, anyway, so we got that stamp all set up. Now this one I'm going to have to do differently since I messed it up. I mean, I can still get it on there. It's just, this was the old way I used to do it, which will work. This will work too, but it's just, for some reason, this is easier for me. I get it lined up better than, you know, just peeling this off and sticking that here, because half the time I don't get this. For some reason, I have a harder time lining it up like this. And of course, you can, wait a minute, let's see. Let's see how close I'm going to get. Hopefully I got it close. But yeah, I like this way, the way I just showed you better, because sometimes I don't get this right and I get the plastic hanging over. See, like how this time I got a lot of the plastic hanging over? I don't know if you can see that. It's hard to see. But that's why I like that way better. Both of them work though. And then with this one, you just have to, well, actually this is already done because I already peeled off this stuff. So then you can just stick it on here and you're good to go. Okay. So anyway, was just going to make a card, and I don't really know what I'm doing because I haven't really planned this out, but I'm kind of experimenting, so you guys, like I said, bear with me. I think I will make, I'm going to do the horizontal type card, and I'm doing this for a color challenge at this blog that I follow, Simply Simple Stamping, Connie Stewart, excuse me, and she's a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I am too, but I'm just a hobby demonstrator. But I love to follow her because she's got a lot of really good tutorials, and she always has a color challenge every week where she gives you 3 colors, and you make a card from those 3 colors, and then you can post your picture of your card on her Facebook page, and it's kind of fun just seeing all the ideas. And for this week, well, it's actually for last week, but she starts a new one every Wednesday, so I'm going to try to get this done before tomorrow. And it's the colors were basic beige, basic black, and gray granite. So I don't know if you can see those colors right there, but I just stamp them, or if I have the Stampin' Blends, I'll put the Stampin' Blends to help me while I'm creating my card. So let's see. I don't know if I can see the it's not showing me my comments. So I'm sorry guys, if you guys are commenting, I can't see the comments for some reason. I think I might have had that set up wrong. So anyway, so now I need to pick some colors here of the paper, what kind of paper I want to use. I think I need to find some black and white and figure out what card I want to do. So what kind of graduation cards did you guys make? Did you make any graduation cards this year? I'd like to see them if you did. And show me what you've been making. I actually didn't make any, which is weird because I had 2 grandchildren that graduated this year. 2 that graduated high school and 1 that graduated from middle school, and yet I didn't make any graduation cards. So I'm actually behind the power curve on that, making it now because most graduations are over. But I just thought it'd be fun to make one and use that set since I haven't used it yet. And you guys, this is a really cool, I wanted to show you this, what do you call it, bone folder that I got recently. It's not like a typical bone folder that, I've got all these other ones. I got so many bone folders, it's ridiculous. um, but I found that these typically will leave marks on your cardstock. Like they leave like, I don't know if you've noticed, but you can't, well, like this. Here you go. You can see, I don't know. It's going to be really hard to see probably. I don't know if let's see. I don't know if the camera's going to show it. No, the camera doesn't really show it. But it leaves like these weird marks on your cardstock. All these bone folders do. Every one of them that I've tried. They all leave these weird marks that, are really mess your cardstock up. So, I found this one. I did some research and I think I Googled it to find out, how could I um, burnish or fold my cardstock without getting the mark. And I found this. I think it's called, yeah, I don't know where I got it though. Now I don't remember where I got it, but I'll try to find out exactly where I got it and leave it in the comment, or not the comment, either the comments or in the text of the video to where I got it. And it's called Craft Treat, I think. And they had two different ones, and the other one they were out of stock, so I got this one. But it is awesome. I'm telling you, I when I fold my cardstock and burnish it, or give it or crease it, it doesn't leave any kind of marks, and so I really like it. So let me do this now. Okay, I think it's 4 1/4. Is that right? I think so. 4 1/4 is where we're going to. Yeah, there we go. All right. And let me show you. Okay, so when I do this, like when I would do it with these other bone folders, it would leave weird marks right here. So this one doesn't. It's really awesome. And I forgot what they said it's made out of, but it just doesn't leave any marks, so it's really cool. Okay, so we're going to start with that. Let's see. And then let me get got some pre-cut stuff here. I don't know if any of it's the right color though. I'll probably have to cut one this size. I wish I could see the comments though, because I wanted to chat with you guys. So I'm not sure that. Yeah, it's not letting me. Oh, there it is. Okay, hang on. Let's see if I can see it. Okay, yeah, I can see it now. Okay, I can see it now. Okay, so now I'm going to put a mat on here. Let's see what, let me get let's see, I've got these little templates that I made up for mats so I can decide what size mat I want. Do I want that one? Or this one? Let's see what else we got. Or this one. I typically like this one because it shows a little bit more color. So I think we'll make a mat this size, which is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay, and I'm going to make the mat this color here, which is the basic beige. You know, this is the basic black, of course, and then I'm going to do the matte in basic beige. So let me get my cutter out here. 3 7/8. Did I make this? Yeah, okay. 3 7/8. I still have a lot of trouble with cutting cardstock, in case you're wondering why I'm counting over. I have trouble. I don't see very well, of course, in my old age, and so it's hard to see the lines. I need to actually make colored markings on mine. That's another thing that I've seen somebody do. They have, you know, they mark up their dill so they can tell the sizes easier. They mark up their cutter, but I have not done that yet. So that was the 3 7/8. So now we need 5 1/8 this way. 5 1/8. Okay. All right. So now we got our mat. On there. And then I think I'm going to stamp on some white cardstock, stamp some of these, and then we'll fussy cut them. I don't have dies for them, so these back up for the time being. Let me put this one. All right. Okay, so I need some white cardstock to stamp on there. Let me grab some from my stash over here. Okay. So we're going to stamp that in Memento Black. This is a little bit, it just barely fits on here, but I think it's going to work. I just want to make sure that I don't mess that up. Okay, that's going to work. All right. You stamp like this. Or I know some people like to take the stamp pad when the stamp is bigger and actually stamp on like this. So whatever you guys like, whatever you like better. Sometimes I kind of agree with when it's a bigger stamp to do it like this so you can make sure you're getting good coverage, because it's, especially when it's a thick stamp like that. See how thick it is? So if you want to get really good coverage, it is kind of better to do it this way rather than, you know, put it on the stamp pad. All right. So I'm going to stamp that on some white cardstock. Yeah, looks pretty good. And then I'm going to do the gown too, or the not the gown. I'm sorry, the cap also. So let me get. Will that fit on here? Nope. It's actually going to have to go on that same block, I think. Okay. I'm going to clean this up a little bit with my Stampin' chamois, I guess they call this. Something chamois. That if you've used Stampin' Up, you know what it is. I love this thing. This thing is like a godsend. I was so glad when before I found Stampin' Up, I tried to stamp, I used to get so frustrated because I felt like I ruined a lot of my stamps because I didn't want to stop and clean them, and I didn't really know how to clean them, to be honest with you. And then when I joined Stampin' Up, I found out about that. And they also have this, which is really cool, which is a stamp cleaner, which I love. And I don't really need to clean this right now because you can see it got really clean. But if you need to clean it, like every few times, or if I use it a lot, I will use their Stampin' Mist that they have, which is awesome. And it smells so good. I love the smell of it. It's got a light soapy smell, but you just spray the stamp and then scrub it on here on the scrubbing pad. It's like two-sided, and you just scrub on there to clean it. Like I said, I didn't really need to do that on this one, but just thought I'd mention it and show it to you guys, for those of you that don't know. Of course, I know there's so many people that do Stampin' Up. Most of you probably have already heard of this and know about it. And then I just wipe it off and then dry it on this side. Yeah, I'm just really loving that. But you don't have, like I said, you don't have to clean it with the soap every time. That's what's good about this. If you just want to hurry and make cards and just, be able to move on, especially if you're using a stamp twice in a row or something, this thing works great. And it stays pretty moist if I put it, I actually got these off of Amazon, these little bowl covers, and I put mine in a little glass tray. Some people put them in these, like they have these empty cases, and they'll put one in the empty case, and I think that works good too. At least I've never done that, but people say that works too. But I just put it in this little glass case, and then I put these little bowl covers over it, and you just wouldn't believe how long it stays moist. I mean, like, I went on vacation last month and was gone for 2 weeks, and I came back and this thing was still was still moist. I was like shocked. Okay, so we're going to use this again for this other stamp. So let me put this back in here in the stamp case. And we're going to use this. Sorry about my phone. I should turn that down. Let me turn that down. Nobody wants to hear that. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to do this one. Yeah, it's kind of, can we do it that way? Yeah, we can do it that way. The cap. Okay, and I'm going to stamp it also on some white cardstock. I think I have room on this piece so I can not waste cardstock. I'm really frugal, as you can tell. I save all my pieces, even the small ones like this. Now in this case, this one's small enough, and it's just a line stamp, so we can just go like this on this one. Hope my lighting's okay. I hope you guys can see. Okay. And let's stamp that just like that. Perfect. Turned out good. Okay. So I'm just gonna probably fussy cut this this and um, the robe here. And I probably have to color that in though first. And just fussy cut these. Okay. Then I gotta figure out what cinnamon I'm gonna use. Probably this one. I like all where it says all the hard work was worth it. Oh, I should have used the small hat, huh? I just realized that big one is not gonna be right. That was more for when you throw up the hands, huh? Huh. I didn't think about that. See, I'm just doing this on the fly, guys. That's the problem. I was, to be honest with you, I was gonna try to make this a TikTok live, because a lot of people just do their thing on TikTok. I don't know if you've noticed that. They just do whatever they normally do and train a camera on themselves while they're doing it. So, and I know that's probably not how YouTube does it. So it's going to seem a little disjointed because I'm just kind of going with it without even having a plan, you know. But I think I need to, yeah, I need to do the other, um, this smaller thing here is what I need to do. The smaller hat. Sorry, guys. I know I'm probably boring you to death with this live. I'm just not getting, I just don't have the hang of it yet to understand what people want. It seems on TikTok, people want to do that. They just want to watch people do stuff. I'm serious. Like, I was shocked when I saw that, but that's what I've noticed. And to be honest with you, I kind of like to watch people do stuff like sewing and card making. And so I thought, okay, I could do that. I can try that. I'm not super good at tutorials, so I thought maybe that would be good for me. I mean, I like to watch a lot of tutorials, but I'm not good at making my own. So, yeah, so I do. So I think I would be good at just, doing the ones where you just do what you do and people watch. I mean, I know that sounds weird probably to those of you that don't get on TikTok, but seriously, I found that I learned that from my grandkids because, they do a lot of watching of TikTok, and I didn't get it at first. I had to ask them. I said, I don't get it. Why do people, like, literally, there's people on there, I'm not kidding you, that they do, like, they eat, and people will watch them eat. I'm not kidding. And I saw my grandkids watching that one day, and I go, I don't understand what what is going on here, right? I said, why is this person just eating on camera? And they said, well, that's what she does, and she gets all these views, and she gets, all this money. And I'm like, okay, I'm confused, but what the heck, right? Well, then I started kind of watching a little more because, it took me a while to get on TikTok. I was just not sure about it at first. So then I started noticing that people were doing a lot of crafts on TikTok, and they would just train the camera on themselves, and they'd sew or they'd make cards or they'd do scrapbooking or junk journaling or knitting, crocheting, you name it. And I was like, wow, okay. Now that I do like watching, and I wouldn't have thought that. Uh, to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't have thought that I would have cared about watching someone sew or do, but since I like to sew and I like to make cards, I actually enjoyed it. So I've been watching a lot lately and trying to learn how to, how to do it myself. And so, but with TikTok, you got to have a certain amount of followers to get started on a live. And, I already had enough followers on YouTube, of course. because I've been on YouTube for a long time. So with TikTok, I've been trying to make lives. For some reason, they're letting me go live, and I don't know why, because I don't have the minimum number of followers. But I have to, in order to keep going, I have to do so many, like, I've got to keep doing it for me to permanently be allowed to be doing lives. So I guess I don't know why they even let me start doing lives, but so that I'm trying to learn really fast, basically, so that I can start getting a following and earn a little bit of money. You can earn money on there, and since I'm no longer working full time, I'm thinking it'd be nice to find a way to make a little extra money, doing that. So, okay, so let me get this one lined up. There we go. Yeah, so anyway, I probably bored you to death with that, but that's what I'm headed towards, and doing lives here on YouTube and TikTok now, since Facebook. I think you can still do lives on Facebook, but they don't keep them. They like delete them after a certain amount of time. And plus, people aren't really going there anymore to watch lives. I noticed most people go to TikTok or YouTube now. So I figured I better get with the plan, get on the boat and do what everybody else is doing. So, all right, let's try this now. We're gonna do this other little hat. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, that's going to be hard to fussy cut that little one, but oh well. I could have just stamped it directly on there, I guess, but I did. I kind of wanted to give it some depth, and make it, rise above the card a little bit. So, all right. So the other color that's supposed to be in this color challenge is a gray, this kind of gray color here. So I got to figure out. I might just get some what do you call it? Designer series paper here that's got gray in it. That's what I need to do. Either that or I could. Let's see, what do we got here? I could put just some plain colors, but that just seems so plain. But if you make this for a guy though, I think that's pretty cool. You just make it not super fancy and just make it like maybe if I did a smaller, yeah, let me try that. Let me try a smaller frame and then cut down the center. We'll do that. Let's see, what would that look like if we, yeah, let me try that. I'm going to try that. Okay, we're going to try a 3.5 by 4 3/4. So you guys tell me if you, give me some ideas of cards that you made, or did you do any graduation cards, and do you like making cards for, like, is there a certain type of card that you prefer? Like, do you like, I notice I'm really into thank you cards. I just seem to make more of those than I do, other types. So just curious how you guys do your cards. Do you like have something in mind when you start? Like, you have a plan, make a certain amount of birthday cards, thank you cards, graduation cards? How do you do it? Because I just kind of, sometimes I have trouble with inspiration. That's why I watch a lot of other videos and watch what other people do and go on Pinterest, because sometimes I have a hard time getting started. If I can just get started, I think I would make more cards, but a lot of times I struggle to, unless I'm making one in particular, like for a grandbaby's birthday or, somebody in particular that I'm making a card for. But if I'm just generally making cards, just for the art of it and the craft of it, sometimes I struggle to have inspiration and know where to start. So just curious if you guys face that too, and you know, how do you how do you what's the how do I say this? How do you remedy that, when you feel stuck? And like I said, I tend to watch other people, which that works. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that for sure. But um, hang on, I don't want to make sure I do this right. 4 and 3/4. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Okay, yeah, 4 and 3/4. 4 and 3/4. 4, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Yeah, I struggle with this too, as you can see. I just don't see well. Probably need new glasses. Okay, that I think is right. Okay. And we need 3.5. Yeah, sometimes I don't know, and I love doing crafts. So I don't know why I struggle. Was like why I think I'm so afraid of making a mistake. I think that's what the problem is. I'm like, oh, but if I do this, I might make a mistake, and so I like even picking colors. That's why I like this color challenge that Connie Stewart does on her page, because I struggle. I'm like, oh, I don't know what colors would, and Stampin' Up has some good stuff to help you with that. Like they have this color wheel here, that can help you figure out color combinations, and they have color groups, in their catalog. They have, and I like laminated these, but they have color groups. But I don't know why. For some reason, I just struggle with it, and I typically just can't even hardly get started. It's like I have trouble just getting started sometimes, and then um all right, so now what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to cut this like at a diagonal down the center. Yeah, get my let's see if I can do this right without measuring or anything. I'm going to try to get this right. I'm going to go down the center here. See, I still can't see comments. That's weird. It says that I'm monitoring my thing, but I can't see the comments. Okay. Well, there probably isn't no comment. Probably nobody's watching. Okay, so yeah, so I want to kind of get this right down the center of this. Let's see. All right, let's try this. Let's see if I can get this right. Oops, it moved. Okay, I want to line it up like the corner end of this right there. Nope, nope, right there and right there. Okay, now don't move. Whatever you do, don't move. Okay, now put it like that. There we go. See what we got. Let's see how this is gonna look. Make sure that's gonna work right. I don't know. Probably not gonna leave enough color there. Maybe. All right. Yeah, this is just gonna be such a basic looking card. I don't know. Maybe I should go and get some designer series paper, because this is going to be kind of boring. But for guys, sometimes for masculine cards, you don't want a lot of frilly stuff or a lot of fancy schmancy stuff. You just want basic stuff. So let's see if I did that. That looks alright, I guess. It's just, I don't know. It's so hard. Oh well, I'm going to go ahead and put this down anyway so we can get that far. Let me get my stamp and seal out and at least get that down. Oh, I don't like when these, after you cut it, when those edges stick up, that bugs me. Okay. Oh, don't tell me I'm out. Oh, I am. This thing is already out. It needs a refill. Alright, well, I'm going to have to use my other tape then, because I need to refill this one. That orange thing shows it's got to be refilled, so that needs a refill. So I'll use this one, which is a different brand, but it'll work. Now put our mat down. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to fussy cut around this. Let's see, actually I should probably use my little scissors for that. Will these work? I don't know, these might work. Let's try these. And just do a fussy cut. I'm just starting to get better at fussy cutting. I used to be terrible at it, but then I watched a video where a lady, again, I watched so many videos, guys. I'm sorry that I'm not giving credit to the people that taught me all these things, but I've just watched so many videos I can't keep up. But whoever it was that I watched, they said, you know, that to move the paper instead of the scissors. And I was like, oh man, that's brilliant, you know? So I'm doing that now, and that made fussy cutting a lot easier than trying to. I was always just trying to move the scissors around, but it's like, oh, if you move the paper like this instead of always trying to move the scissors, it works pretty good. So yeah, I was pretty stoked about that. I don't know why I never thought about that, but I didn't. And you know, I have arthritis, so fussy cutting is kind of hard for me, so I don't do it all the time. I try not to do it when the item is real intricate, but this one's not that intricate. This one's pretty easy, so you can do it pretty easy without too much. I mean, it does still hurt my hands because having arthritis, my hands are stiff a lot and they don't work as well as I would like them to, but this isn't too bad. As long as I don't have to do it for a long period of time, I'm okay. Alright. Let me just round that off a little bit. I don't want that to be all. There we go. Alright, so we can put that on there. And then, now this is going to be a lot harder to fussy cut. This little tiny one. I don't know what I was thinking there. Well, I know what I was thinking. I thought I was using the big hat, and then I realized, no, 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 the big hat doesn't go with the gown, Lisa. So now I'm going to fussy cut around this one. This one might be a little harder. I mean, it's not hard because it's not super intricate, but I mean, for my arthritis, it's a little hard because I have to kind of, you know, really go slow. And this one's kind of hard to turn the paper because it's so little. But we'll make it work, right? Always just make it work, make it work. Yeah, I'm trying to just not be so OCD and obsessed with making everything perfect anymore. I think that's part of my problem too. Do you ever do that? Like you just, I'm just so worried about making a mistake or it not looking right that sometimes it just freezes me. It puts me into non-movement mode where I don't do anything because I'm so worried about it turning out right, or and I need to just go with the flow and don't worry about it. There you go. That doesn't look bad. All right, so put that on there, and then I'll raise that up a little bit. But it really does need something else. I don't even know if I like these in there. Maybe we ought to just, maybe if I put one there. That actually looks better, doesn't it, with just one? And maybe some DSP there. Yeah, I think I'm going to get some designer series paper. Hang on one second. I should have grabbed it before I started my live, but I didn't. So hang on. I'm going to grab that now. Find something. Okay. Surely I can find something in one of these groups of designer series paper. I should have had that in here to begin with, but okay, let's look in here. So the colors we were looking for are basic beige, basic black, and gray granite. So I'll be looking here and see what we got. This one's got basic beige in it. This one's got basic gray and gray granite in it. Cool. So I can... That one does not. This one has basic beige and basic black and gray granite. Wow. That's got some... I'm getting lucky here. Yeah, I think I can choose from one of those. I don't need to... And like I said, I have trouble with the color scheme thing. So that's another thing I like about Stampin' Up is when they're designer series papers, they have listed on the back the colors that they go with and stuff. And that is so helpful to me. Some people are just so good at just, their brain just works fast and they can just figure that stuff out, but not me. My brain is a little bit slow when it comes to those things, and I just can't seem to get my act together. So I really appreciate that Stampin' Up has these coordinated papers, and it helps me a lot. Okay, so we got those three. I think we'll start out with those. I'm sure we can find something in there that's going to work. Okay. That's kind of pretty, but obviously I don't want to use that because I'm making it more of a manly type card. So let me see what we got in here. This set is called Beautiful Gallery, and I think this is one of the new ones. I'm pretty sure this is new. It's in the, I think it's in the new catalog. So let me see. What do we have in here that could possibly go with... They do have some just basic... Oh, that's kind of cool. What is that? I gotta see what that is. It looks like a... Oh, it's a map. That's kind of cool. What's this? That's kind of a blue, though. And I need kind of a gray or beige. It does have the beige in it, though, it looks like. Oh, that's kind of cool. then this here is a darker, a little bit darker gray. Okay, I don't think I want to pick one from that one's a little too fancy for me. Let's see what we got here. Basic gray. This is called the Neutral 6x6 Designer Series paper. These, I don't know if these are new or older. I'm not really sure, but it does have the colors I need. So it's got, I think this is the gray granite right there. And it's got, yeah, gray granite. Let's see, that's kind of cool. And that one's cool too with the hearts. Let's see, and then polka dots and stripes. Let's see. All right, let me look at this other one here and find out if there's something I like even better than that. It's got some plaids in it, this one here, and it says it's got basic beige in it. All right, it's got basic beige. Oh, okay, so that's the only one it has in here is basic beige. It doesn't have the grays or, though this kind of looks like gray. What is that? Oh no, that's green. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at this side of it. Blue. Oh, is that beige? That's kind of beige right there. I like that. Let me see if that would work. Because that's kind of pretty. And I think that's basic beige. Ooh, so is that. Oh, yes. That's the one we're going to go with. I like it. All right. Put that up. Okay. So, I think what I can do here is maybe I could make just the other thing like that, huh? Maybe I will. That's what I'll do. I'll cut a piece that's just like that. You can go, but I really want to show more of the beige though. So maybe just do a small corner in the beige. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Because I really want to show more of the line. So I'm just experimenting here, guys. I'm not even going to measure, okay? So we'll see how good this turns out or how good it doesn't turn out. I'm going to try to cut this thing right on this line here. Let's see. We're going to see how this turns out. Hopefully I don't make a mess of it. All right. Let's see what we got. All right, so if I put this here, and then this one there. Well, they don't match though, do they? But that's okay. They're, you know, it's a little wider here, but that actually looks kind of cool. Let's see. That's kind of neat. I'm trying to think what would look. It makes it look like a. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's I mean, it's offbeat a little bit, but I kind of like it. So I'm going to glue this down right here with um, my tape runner. Probably gonna be Probably would have been better to glue that down because of the corners, but too late now. I've already done this. I'll make it work. All right, so I'm gonna put this here. And sorry guys, I don't have measurements because, like I said, do I want to show some of that here? Ooh, I should have done that first, huh, to find out. Let me see. I'm trying to decide if I want to show a little bit of that or just show it only in the middle. What do you guys think? Would it look better to like leave a little bit of that? Let's see. I'm trying to decide. Yeah, maybe, huh? Yeah, I think I will. Just leave a little bit of, so let's see. I may have to go here in a minute, guys. We're going somewhere for dinner, so I might have to stop before my card is done. But I'm probably boring you guys to death anyway. So, okay. And then I'm going to put this here. Oh, yeah, I'm going to use glue on this, guys. Going to use glue because I think it would be better. Where's my little glue pad? Come on, where's my glue pad? That's weird. Where did I put it? Oh, I'd rather use that because it doesn't get, I don't get glue all over. Oh well, I'll just have to do it here so I don't get glue over everything. I usually have that pad laying around where I can, oh, there it is. Yay, there it is. This is also from Stampin' Up. I forgot what they call it, but I love it. When I'm gluing stuff down, it's really nice for keeping it off your paper and stuff. All right. You want to be sparing with the glue. I found this out the hard way because I used to put way too much glue on my paper and it would wrinkle. So you want to be just sparing, just enough. And this is also this Tombow glue, this green white glue. Stampin' Up carries it too. It's okay. Hopefully that's not too much. All right. Let's see if I can get this right. I'm always bad at lining things up too, but that's another thing that's nice about using the glue is you can move it around a little bit. I mean, it dries pretty fast, but you got a little bit of time. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to put that up with, and I guess I should do the inside of my card the white part for the thing before I get too far along. Let's see, that's going to be, use the 4 by 5 1/4 for that. Five and 1/4. Oops. All right. That's going to be for the inside. And again, you don't have to do this, obviously. I'm just OCD about this. I don't like the little, once you cut it where it gets those raised edges, it bugs me. It really bugs me, man. I'm weird like that, so. Okay. Yep, I didn't get very close to the edge on this. I don't know that that matters really. Oops. Okay. For the inside of the card. And for the sentiment, I'm going to use, let's see, I think I have, all the hard work was worth it. Okay, so I think I have some die cuts already cut out. So I'll get my die cut box out here. Got some die cuts already cut out here that I can use for the sentiment. Hopefully I got the right color though, because let's see, what color is this? Hopefully this looks like the same color. Oh, it is. It's the beige. Perfect. It's that beige color. So I can use that for the sentiment. And that came from the Stylish Shapes dies. In case you guys were wondering, it's also Stampin' Up. And that's beige, so I can do the sentiment there. And then this and this. It's kind of big though, isn't it? But that's okay. I'm just trying to decide whether to make it flat. Maybe make the sentiment flat. And then puff these up. Or do I make that puffed up and these flat? I think these should be puffed up. Yeah. Alright, so, or not puffed up. What do you what do you call it? You know, with a dimensional. Alright, so let me stamp the part that says all the hard work was worth. Is that going to fit on there? I think it is. Another one that we have to put together because I haven't done these stamps yet. No worries. Okay. All the hard work was worth it. Yeah, I found, earlier when I was telling you about sticking these down and then have to peel it up, it actually helps to bend this and peel it up ahead of time before you get it on the block. Because once it's on the block, it's a little hard to peel that up. So put that down, and then I got that up, and then this one. All right, and all right, let's see if I can get this one lined up good. Perfect. All right, and now I'm gonna stamp on this in black, ornamental black. I'm gonna stamp here first just to see that it looks, that I get it right. Let's see. Yep, that worked. Okay, now I gotta try to get this centered. Hopefully this is gonna be centered good. Yes, yay, it did. Got lucky. Okay. All right, so this is gonna go flat. Let's see, yeah, because I don't think we might can do both of them. Well, no, you know what? Now I'm thinking this would look better raised and this would look better flat. What do you guys think? It's so hard to tell. Yeah, I think so. I think this needs to be flat because this is going to be, because it's the same color as that, I think it'll just look better raised up. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We could probably do both. What would it look like if we did both raised up? Yeah, maybe it's better just to do both of them that way. I'll do these with the smaller dimensionals and this one with the bigger. I think that'll work better. All right, let me get my dimensionals here. I guess I could do the inside. Maybe I should do that first. Stamp the inside with a sentiment. I'm going to say, congratulations, graduate. I think that's what we're going to use on the inside. So let's do that first. All right, so there's the congratulations, graduate. And then here's our Oh, wait a minute, where is it? Congratulations, graduate. All right. Would it be better probably to put it this way, huh? Just want to make sure it's lined up. Hmm. It just sticks out just a tad right there, and I don't want it to not print right, or you know what I mean, not stamp correctly. Let's see. It's going like downhill or something. What in the world? I can't get that right. That's so weird. I guess I'm gonna have to do it at an angle because it's acting like it's not right when I do it like that. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, see, it's like going at an angle. I gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong here. That's closer. Oh well. Hopefully, hopefully it's gonna look all right. It may be a little crooked, but we're gonna give it our best shot. Yay! Looks good. Okay, so that's the inside. All done. Good with that. Okay, and then now we're going to do this. Put the dimensionals on it and tend to overdo it on dimensionals too. Some people just put the bare minimum, and I try to make myself do that because, so as not to waste them, but I have that OCD thing going where I'm always thinking, oh, if I don't put enough, it won't stay or whatever. So I tend to overdo it. So just ignore me if you think I'm nuts for putting that many on, just do your own thing because I probably definitely overdo it. All right, that should be enough. Okay, so these off. I'm sorry I'm not chatting with you guys. I want to, but apparently I did something wrong because it's not showing me the chat feed. So like I said, I'm new to this, and I'm using a streaming software that's called OBS, and I guess I either don't know how to use it or um, I don't know. I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm new to this, so hopefully I will learn soon, guys. Just be patient with me. I'm so sorry because I would love to chat with you. That's why I wanted to do this, so I could chat with you guys. And now I can't see if anybody's even trying to talk to me. Okay, so we got that on. Now this, the little cap to go with the cap and gown. I think we can just do one on him. Okay. Gonna do it at an angle there. Alright. And then we're gonna put the bigger dimensionals on that. If I can find my big dimensionals. They should be in one of these things here. A second. Yes, there's my big dimensionals. Okay. All right. So we'll put one in the middle. Probably too many. Okay. So if you guys like made some graduation cards and you want to share them with me, I don't think YouTube lets you put pictures in the comments, but if you could, if you want to, you can put a link to your cards that you made and I can go look at them because I'd love to see other ideas and things that other people did. Okay. All the hard work was worth it. Yay! Congratulations, graduate. Now I just need to put some bling on it. And I don't have any bling right here with me, guys, so like I said, I wasn't very prepared. So I'm just going to leave it at this for right now. And then later on I will add some bling to it and then maybe put it on my Facebook page. So if you can follow me on Facebook, that would be great. And I know this is probably going to be backwards. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that where it's not backwards. But anyway, you can follow me at either at my website at www.stuffandsuch.com, and the Stuff and Such has the dashes in it, stuff dash in stuffs or dash such.com, and on Facebook it's the Stuff and Such, and on YouTube I'm Lisa Stuff, which you probably know because you're on watching me live if you're watching me live, and on Instagram it's Lisa Stuff. So I would love it if you want to follow me. And I'm also on TikTok, but I don't know what my username is on TikTok. I've just started on TikTok, so I'll have to get that for you, and I'll put it in the text of the video after I post it. So yes, I would just love it if you guys want to follow me, and hopefully I'll get better and I won't be so boring and won't take so long and won't mess up. I appreciate you guys. Take care and hope to talk to you soon. Thanks for joining. Bye.